December 7th, 1983, Tehran, Iran. Just on the outskirts of the city, by the Alborz Mountains. As the autumn sun reluctantly rises from behind Mount Damavand, casting its light upon the land, it signals the dawn of a new day in tandem with the sounds of gunfire. A single round suffices to throw Mohsen hurling to the ground as he takes his final breaths, barely in the spring of his life. On December 7th, 1983, just by the Alborz Mountains, in Evin prison, my uncle was executed at the hands of the Islamic Republic. Last year, I began a SSHRC-funded project with the goal of interviewing victims of political violence from Iran. I wanted to commemorate the lives of those who fought against the injustices perpetrated by the Islamic Republic. But I also wanted to know which events were deemed to be the most unjust and immoral, and how participants coped with such events. I plan to analyze these narratives using the construct of moral injury as a framework, a concept describing the psychological distress that follows encounters with events that are deemed to be profoundly immoral and evil. I interviewed 16 individuals. This included individuals who were active in the 80s, during the student movement in '99, during the Green Movement, and during the 2017-18 Iranian protests. I also interviewed families of victims of Flight PS-752 Downing and a member of the Baha'i community, a religious minority that is persecuted by the authorities in Iran. Some of the events described to be the most immoral and inhumane were those that involved a large number of individuals, such as the execution of approximately 5,000 political prisoners in the summer of '88. Participants also found acts that involved unusual and excessive punishment, such as torturing prisoners by placing them in coffins, and inexplicable acts of cruelty, such as the desecration of the graves of those who were killed, as especially inhumane and evil. Participants coped with these events in various ways. Many reported an unwavering commitment to justice seeking and a conviction that good will eventually triumph over evil. Participants also reported coping through acceptance and the will to live normal lives despite all they had experienced. Their stories are a true testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Another salient theme throughout the interviews was the awareness by participants that the fight for freedom in Iran continues to this day, with Iranian youth on the vanguard of a new movement, the Woman, Life, Freedom Revolution. In the second phase of the study, I am partnering with Iran Lovers, a Toronto-based NGO, to interview those who participated in the current movement and record their tales of resistance.